And that is the Ethiopian coach talking about how ready they are to win. And this is the squad that Udludlu has put forward. Pumuz.
You're looking at them playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. At times they will change and play a 4-4-2 depending on the tempo of the game. But key players will be Musimango in goals. She plays for Kempton Park FC. She needs to keep a clean sheet. Masilela, for me, very important player, jersey number 14. She has the responsibility of marshalling that back four. When you go into midfield, that's where you'll find the experience of Mohale. I'm saying the experience of Mohale because she has 4 caps at under 20 level, very experienced in terms of coming down to the under-17s, a ball player, a player that can circulate the ball and rotate the ball. But the pace will be in 2 15-year-olds, jersey number 11, 15-year-old Mkunu, and also on the left-hand side, Mibe, jersey number 10 is going to be very important. They need to give the supply to Dlamini up top. She's pacey, she has got a neck for goals, and one thing that she has is good positioning. So she's going to be very important. She comes from the Safa Academy, so that's how they are setting up in terms of the formation. 4-2-3-1. Tactical flexibility here and there, they can change and play a 4-4-2.
Well, yes, I mean, with Simphiwe Udludlu, you're going to probably see a number of triangles as the match progresses. The players are very, very versatile, and they've got the energy, although they might not be consistent throughout the match. Dlamini, there are lots of expectations from her, but Mohale, as Manenja has just pointed out, a lot of pressure on her, considering the fact that she is the most experienced player on the park.
And of course, for Ethiopia, they are going to be looking to get that very crucial away goal when they take on South Africa this afternoon. And this is how Coach Chaka has lined them up.
Certainly, we're looking at a 4-3-3, and pretty simple. This is a coach that's got no fear, taking the game to Bantwana. And in the middle, Adanyane is the key player in the side. She's also been the revelation of the side, the same player that remained. But then from the previous game that they played against Uganda, I'm picking up 4 changes, and that is more in the attack. Samuel and Wodemnu, those are the 2 players that come and give them more width and also give them the pace that they need. They also are afraid of South Africa because they do know that in terms of the rankings, they looked at it and said, there's got to be something that South Africa is doing right. But they've come with their own plan to say, we're going to attack, we're going to make sure we put the pressure. But again, the back 4 and the goalkeepers remain the same, and it's in the middle of the park where the coach has tampered a bit with the players.
When you're looking at the 2 centre-backs, they have played together for a while. You're looking at Mamo, the captain in jersey number 4, Shanko, jersey number 6. They look solid, especially aerially. But in terms of pace, when they need to defend, they are found wanting. So that's where Mkunu and Mibe at wide position can use their pace to get behind them and be able to supply Udlamini. So not a lot of pace in that back 4 of Ethiopia, and that's where we need to capitalize.
Well, what we do know for sure is that the World Cup will be happening this year in October from the 11th until the 30th. And the big question is, will it be either South Africa or Ethiopia that go through? But remember, there is going to be a second leg. Thereafter, they are going to have to play in the 4th round against either Egypt or Nigeria.
Either Egypt or Nigeria, yes. And that also is another big ask because to qualify, there's 3 places that are up for grab that participate at the World Cup from a capped representation. So homework is, let's get over this hurdle, make sure home we do the job, away we seal it, and look forward to the following match, which will really promise to be a tight one between Egypt and Nigeria.
Something encouraging seeing Amanda Dlamini, the goalkeeper for Mamelodi Sundowns, the goalkeeper for Banyana, in the stands. They're going to support the young girls. I'm sure it will be a motivation to the girls, seeing some of the senior players coming in to watch the game. They know what is at hand. They know that they need to use the home advantage. I'm sure that words that would be stressed in the change room would be, let's keep a clean sheet. We know we've got a goal in us. If you've got a goal in you, it means that the away goal, if you prevent Ethiopia from scoring that away goal, it will be important, because this team that we're looking at, Ethiopia, coming off the bus, they proceeded to this round because of a 3-all draw away goal rule made them get to this stage.
No, absolutely. That is very true. And in terms of Bantwana, fortunately, they were able to play a friendly, but it was against a South African club in terms of UJ. But it would have been so much more beneficial had they had some sort of opposition, you know, from another country, whether it be an international friendly, but they don't come into this encounter with that competitive match.
Absolutely, but I think at the end of the day, Coach Lulu will work with what was at her disposal. A friendly match is what it was, and just to get the combination play and just tweak a few errors that she needed to tweak. And I think she's assembled a fantastic and exciting side. You know, I remember speaking to her again when we were previewing the Banyana game, and she says, "Nizoboni bola namhlanje," and that is encouraging because one thing that is crucial, there is an identity in women's football. Keep the ball down on the ground, knock it about, get the confidence. You cannot match them in terms of height, physicality, and so forth. But let us just play our possession football and remember where the back of the goal of the net is, because Ethiopia is a team that seems to know where the back of the net is.
Absolutely. Also so encouraging to see the fans through in the stadium. I now need to ask you about predictions. You know, how do you see this encounter folding out? Will Bantwana make use of their home ground advantage today?
Nichikosedza dzitimu nga buviri nyakonosedza uri timu ine yava ikotamba yani ndi timu ine yava uri aina vatambi vanji vanotamba level inoni ya under 17 hutova ene mukhale fedzi enenge vukatini ya mutavi ene havana chenjemo. So hava vatambi vothe vadza vakanya kudiprova, vadza vakanya kusumbedza mugudisisi mpuwedlu uri na next game ichitovera vafalo vava kuselektiwa. So ari nichikombusa uri chikoro chidori mini kamutambo wa duva la namusi ndikori Bantwana 3 Ethiopia 1.
Wow. Okay, that's very, very confident. 3-1 to the home side.
That's exactly how I felt before you even threw the scoreline, that 3-1 would be fitting. Do the homework at home, get the goals, and make sure that you make it easy for yourself when you're away from home.
But I mean, into that worries me is the one that you're talking about, because it does show you we don't want that away goal that's going to come through from the Ethiopian side.
Remember, the back four has never played together, including the goalkeeper. It means it's 5. So this team has not played together. You don't expect them to be a well-oiled machine in day one. So you are leaving a space for disappointment, because there might be mistakes that are made. Remember that they got a bye to get here. When you're looking at Ethiopian team, they have played together.
Correct.
They've managed to score 3 goals. They managed to go home and away. So they are a little bit more of a team or a unit, because they've played competitive games together.
All right, and in terms of the other matches that are going to be happening, of course, there will be Cameroon taking on Zambia. The winner of that will take on either Burundi or Tanzania. Guinea will also be up against Ghana. The winner of that encounter takes on either Niger or Morocco. And as we've said, in terms of the winner between South Africa and Ethiopia, the winner of this two-legged affair will take on either Egypt or Nigeria. It's now not about even looking far to say, will it be Egypt or Nigeria? It's about making sure that in these 2 legs, you do the business.
Absolutely. Think of your game right now. You'll deal with what happens after that. And I think the coach will really get the girls to focus on the assignment that is present, which is Ethiopia, and negotiate that. Once you've done that, then you can worry about what lies ahead. But for me, you know, this tournament at this level, Ghana has really done exceptionally well. Nigeria has done exceptionally well. When you go back to the previous World Cup 2018, they were topping their group with 9 points. So lots of expectations from a Ghanaian team, and also the top scorer, Abdullahi, in 2018 with 8 goals in that World Cup. So we really at this youth level seem to be matching and working hard, if only the continuity can come to the fold.
They are now bringing in the faith and the spirituality, because you need all forces to work together, be it luck, be it spirituality, be it, you know, the strategy and the competitiveness of the girls.
This is the first step to creating a career for you in international football. We saw the likes of Sipa Singwe being able to score at the 2010 World Cup at under 17 level. She has graduated now. She's part of that Banyana team. You're looking at Vilakazi in 2018 at under 17 level at the World Cup. She managed to score the goal. She's now part of that Banyana team. So this gives you a stepping stone into starting off your international career in terms of ladies football. So they need to grab the opportunity with both hands.
Well, this is an encounter that we have been waiting for. with bated breath. It is the first leg of the third round, the Under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifier. Who will win this first leg? Will it be South Africa's Bantwana, or will it go to Ethiopia? Let's take you through to the Bidvest Stadium, where Brian Mofokeng and Tulimia are standing by with commentary.
Joining us from SABC, welcome. It's the big one indeed here, South Africa against Ethiopia. It's two nations. We're part of the nations that formed what you now call CAF at the moment. 1956, way back, it was decided that there should be an organization of football in the continent of Africa. And it was Ethiopia, Sudan, South Africa, Egypt, all formulating and forming what was to be known as CAF way back in 1956. The first AFCON was played in 1957. South Africa, because of apartheid era, were therefore banned. It was only Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt who played the very first one. And you've got to talk about some history between the two nations. There's been so much that has happened over the years between Ethiopia and South Africa. But today is a different ball game. The young girls from Ethiopia, under 17 of age, up against the young girls of South Africa, under 17 years of age. They are to be born on the 1st of January 2005 and beyond. Nothing before that can actually qualify to be part of this World Cup qualifiers. Hello and welcome to it. The big game here we're waiting for. We'll talk about the starting 11, also some of the new faces in the South African team, and also looking at the Ethiopian team, how well they've done in progressing so far to the stage of the qualifiers. They played their game when they played against Uganda in the second round, and their performance in the second round is what booked their ticket where they are at the moment. The game against Uganda played as follows. They played Uganda on the 4th of March 2022, and that game was a 2-all draw, with Nandango scoring a brace, Daniel as well as Ahmed to the goal scorers for Ethiopia. And then there was Wendumu who scored a goal when they played at home against the Ugandans. And it was Ethiopia advancing, courtesy of the away goal rule. South Africa are playing their very first match in this World Cup qualifiers, as you welcome us and you welcome to stadium for this big occasion here today. Our referee for today's encounter, we do have them. Talking about Delisa Atino, Tanya Nyanyuko coming from Namibia, as well as Evelyn Augustina, also from Namibia, are the ones in charge. So before the game starts, let's go through national anthem. We'll start our first one with the Ethiopian national anthem.
And now for the national anthem of South Africa. And now for the national anthem of South Africa.
The national anthem has come and gone. I'm not on for this one. I'm being joined by Tulsi Lemia.
Asibonge kakhulu ke ngempela ke Bruno izinto ke ziyahleleka ngempela la eBidvest Stadium omdlalo ke mkhulu kakhulu iqembu lesizwe iUnder 17 yaseNingizimu Afrika amantombazane badlala ke nelase Ethiopia yabona ke lo mdlalo njengoba ke sibona bethatha ke isithombe umdlalo ke ngempela ofanele ke ukuthi ke nakanjani amaqembu awunqobe njengoba ke iUnder 17 yaseNingizimu Afrika nayo ke Ethiopia behlangana ke okwesihlanu ke namhlanje thiwathatha ke isithombe intombazana bahlangana kwesihlanu ke namhlanje yabona ke emidlalweni ke emhlanu iSouth Africa inqobe imidlalo yabambili base ke bedlala ke idraw eyodwa yase ke ibashaya ke Ethiopia emidlalweni ke omunye omdlalo ke lo owokuhlungela imidlalo ke yayo ke iWorld Cup ezobibanjelwe ke laphana ke ezweni ke lase India eSouth Africa mangabe ke iphumelela ke ukuthi ke iye ke kuyona ke imidlalo ke iWorld Cup ozobe ke kungokwesithathu ngoba ke ngo2010 babe khona baphinda ke bafika futhi ke laphana ke ekuyona ke iWorld Cup lapha eUruguay sengokwesibili ke namhlanje bazama ke ukuthi ke bacaba indlela okwesithathu onompempe naba ke ngempela ke basuka ke ezweni ke laseNamibia ibona ke abasiphathele ke umdlalo ke namhlanje njengoba ke kuthiwa ke ababuye ke manje izinto ke bese ke ziyaqonda umdlalo ke usuke Bruno.
So the game will kick off between South Africa and Ethiopia. It is all about a 3 point here and a road to the tournament that everybody's talking about for a long time, talking about the World Cup that is going to take place in 2022 this year in India. Let's talk about the starting 11 here. First of all, looking at the South African team, Khomutsum Simango, all these players are fairly new players for the South African. The likes of Poshia Masilela, also you know about Mabatu Mukhale, another player to talk about from a South African point of view. And let's have a look at the Ethiopian team for today.
Osibophele ke ngempela ke i4-3-3 yabona ke ukuthi bafuna ke nakanjani ukuthola amagoli khona lapha phambili uWondemi umdlali ke owashaya ke igoli ngesikhathi ke bedlala ke idraw nayo ke iUganda emidlalweni odlule udlala ke naye futhi laphana ke eDandamo omunye futhi umgadli oshaya ke igoli ngesikhathi ke bedlala ke idraw ka2-2 emlenzeni ke wesibili nayo ke laphana ke iUganda kanti emapalini ugoalkeeper 16 years oAfa uyena ke othenjiwe namhlanje ukuthi ke angadedeli lutho laphana ke kulela pali ngoba ke okubalekile ebholeni ukuthi uvikele lona ke ipali.
So South Africa will be kicking and taking a goal towards the left hand side of your picture here. Well, Ethiopians are taking towards the right hand side as you look at the ball played in. South Africa very early collected here by their captain, long one sending in, and this one goes straight to the fans and will come back into play. When you talk about the players that South Africa do have here, these are all new players. You can see their new captain as well. Likes of Karamo Dlamini come from this team here. Your likes of Spulela Holweni come from this team over the years. And as mentioned, the likes of Jermaine Soposino also came through the under 17 ranks of South Africa. And Jermaine, in fact, the likes of Sibati were all part of the very first team that played for South Africa at a World Cup way back in the under 17 tournament in Trinidad and Tobago in 2010. And Jermaine became the first South African player to score at a FIFA event. Now, let's see Ethiopia. Early ball played in. Long ball into the penalty. The goalkeeper comes out and collects. Bridget Khomoto Simango, the goalkeeper from Tembisa, comes out and collects the ball easily. The role model is the Banyana goalkeeper, also from Tembisa. From the stands, Andile Dlamini coming out to support the young players of the under-17 team of South Africa. This is what Ethiopia will use very well. Counter-attack, they'll be using that continuously in this encounter against the South Africans. So the ball had been collected by the keeper and immediately was sent out from the clearance from the goalkeeper. This is throw in now for the Ethiopians, played in towards the penalty area. And the danger player there, that is Wondemu Dulu, play on the ball, eventually goes away from her. Contributed a goal so far in these qualifiers. Everybody talks about her as the future tournament Ethiopian football, that she's the one to look at. Brilliant player she has been already so far. So let's see now the ball collected. On the far side by the South Africans. Under pressure, Ethiopia does get the ball back. Play short this time towards Beluhi. Beluhi plays a long ball forward. South Africa near side of the field as they come away with it. Long ball played in. Easily intercepted. Kanane Lotaiwe is the most experienced player they have in the squad, by the way. The former Hollywood Bet or the Safa National Women's League Young Player of the Season. Moved from Bloemfontein Celtic and went on to join Tshwane University of Technology. She then since moved on. She's now part of a team that has done well, I've got to say. She's not, in fact, enjoying the start here today. She's number 10 for today. It's been 1 year by drill. Mamadi Thornolo Mibe. That is what it is, number 10 today for the South Africans. They were sitting this one out. She's one of the experienced campaigners. I think Coach Dudu is thinking about the second leg that is coming up, that it's going to need as many of these experienced players as possible to bring in and be able to see what they can do going forward in the matches, because the second leg will be crucial for South Africa, played in Ethiopia, and that will be on the 1st of May when the game will be played. So Drill Mibe from Kingston. That was one really chasing number 10 today for the South Africans. First 45 of this match between the two nations. One from the east, one from here in the southern side of Africa. Ethiopia all red for today. Near side, ball collected here as they try to clear the ball. Ndemu was there. South Africa gets the ball back to the middle of the park, collected. Here they come for Mukhale now. Played the early ball in. Will that go in? No, just wide. Just wide. Everything was done well. Asanda Mkunu rather got the ball. Have a look at the ball from Mukhale. Beautifully set up towards the far side. And Mkunu arriving and just missed it by a whisker. Late run been made by Kuku, Angel Zamini to get Debian and just could not get there in time as the ball just moved away, and a chance lost by the South Africans. Goalless, the scoreline remains at the moment. Far side now Ethiopia, they march on forward. It is collected by Azeze into the penalty area. Shot in! Over the crossbar, the ball goes this time. Another brilliant movement through the middle of the park here for the Ethiopians. Daniel Bandamo, another player who's very dangerous if given space and time. We'll be looking to plan for the South Africans here today. 5 minutes have come and gone. Ethiopia looking for their first qualification, only playing in their third qualifiers of this World Cup. The first was in 2016, and they knocked out in the 2016 edition when they played there, the Ethiopians. Knocked out in the first round. Ethiopia entered the round into 2016 in the first round, that they did this time around. South Africa received bye. Will play the preliminary round as well, South Africa. Ethiopia faced Cameroon, whom they held for a 3-all draw over 2 legs, and they lost the match 5-4 on penalties. Ethiopia in the 2016 qualifiers, the very first time they try to qualify for the World Cup. Mibe's ball played forward, chested down towards the far side. Mukhale gets in there for South Africa. Mukhale's ball on the line this time, collected here by Mkunu. Mkunu trying to get across in, cleared away. Corner kick will be South Africa on the far side of the field. Corner kick South Africa, Sana Mkunu. Kaluza and Kugundo over KZN. Player that plays a football for Zalan Tombazane as well as Edendale High School. They were runners-up, by the way, in the Pan-African 2022 Schools Championship in DR Congo. Did so well, the team from Edendale. The ball played short for South Africa. It's picked out from Mkunu. Cleared out again. Another corner kick South Africa. Another corner kick South Africa. Mkunu making a run on the far side. And Daniel Maxine Sigal will take it again for South Africa. Sigal from Holt Bay in the Western Cape. Longer ball this time. Chance in for South Africa. Drop shot. Shot up and under. Still. Goalkeeper comes out. Keeper collects and has been impeded. Referee has given a free kick. Goalkeeper impeded. Out of all the players playing for the Ethiopian team here, only those that are playing their football for Dila are playing in the Premier Division. The rest of them are playing in the second division. So they are coming, and a very young team it is indeed here. Beba Jibo Afa. And he's a goalkeeper there, 15 years of age. And she was there in the previous matches against Uganda as well. In the football for Ethiopian Soccer Academy. Also in the lower leagues in Ethiopia. So some players from St. George, Awasa, Ketema in the southern zone. Then the 17 league in the Premier Division and the 17 league in Ethiopia. That is simply alluded to the captain of the former captain of Banyana and the current coach of the under 17 team. She took the team into 2018 Uruguay World Cup. One of those who has already scored. If he scored one goal, I still remember a goal in Banyana colors way back in the days. There's the man in charge, former coach of Dila before eventually being drafted into the national team of Ethiopia. Now South Africa going forward. Ball fed through, threaded in this time around. Zobe couldn't get to it, away this time by Ethiopia. Collected here by Nuru Hussein, goes in wide towards the far side, intercepted by South Africa. Once again this time, it is Geneva Jafta. Ball going to play already on the far side of the field, will be taken this time. Shanko on the ball for Ethiopia. Mohale clears. Mibe, near side for the South Africans. Still Mibe in possession for South Africa. Long ball forward. Collected here by Daniel. Tens well. Two players on her eventually get the ball, but Ethiopia still have possession. To the near side, the ball played in. Intercepted well before he can get to the intended recipient. Ayerus Wendemu was looking for the ball, and the referee given a free kick against the Ethiopians. So far I've got to say the Ethiopians are fighting for everything, just like the South Africans. Still no goal scored between the two nations. South Africa came the closest. Ethiopia also had a chance when they went forward. It was a Mush Daniel Dandamo with a chance to put the ball into the back of the net. So 10 minutes have come and gone here at the Bidvest Stadium. Still, South Africa nil, Ethiopia nil. Tulsi.
Aqude maniki zidala zombili lana ke eVets Stadium njengoba ke singena ke esibingelela ke mbukeli ke ngasekhaya ke umdlalo amkhulu kakhulu iqembu lesizwe elakithi eningizimu Africa under 17 badlala ke umdlalo owokuhlungela emidlalo ke iyayo ke eyendebe iyomhlaba badlala ke neqembu ke lakhona ke laphana ke Ethiopia iqembu ngempela abalaziyo nalo futhi ke liyabazi asibone nje le move enhle ngakwesokunxele njengoba ke befuna laphana ke Dulu oyingozi ke yena laphana ke uDulu 16 years eminyaka ke yakhe kodwa ke iphasi yakhe ayinhle ke neze oyalungisa lapha sibonga konke Mzobe. Amaqembu namhlanje ahlangana akwesihlanu eSouth Africa inamawini amabili idraw eyodwa eneluzi eyodwa baqala ke ukuhlangana lapha ngo2012 iwona ke lo mdlalo ke owaphela ngedraw ka1-1 kwakuyiyona futhi ke imidlalo yokuhlungela endebe ke iyomhlaba baphinda futhi ngo2013 bahlangana lo mdlalo wanqotshwa ke Ethiopia sibone nje ngakwesokudla ukuthi ke wenze njani lapha ke uDulu ngene boxini uDulu kodwa cover defense aphosha omasilela adlala kahle kakhulu ekhiphela ke ngaphandle ke ibhola zabuya ke futhi ngo2021 emidlalo ke yomibili yase ke inqotshwa ke iyona ke iningizimu Africa owokuqala waphela ngo3-1 awesibili ke umlenze wesibili wase ke uphela ke ngo1-0 namhlanje odaba ke futhi ke olukhulu ngoba ke indlela uyonke amaqembu afuna ke ukuzibona ke engena ke laphana ke endebeni ke yomhlaba esobe ke ikhona ke laphana ke eIndia ngasekupheleni ke kwawo ke lo nyaka u2022 Ethiopia ayikaze ilibeke unyawo lwayo ekuyona ke imidlalo ke yendebe ke yomhlaba. Akanti ke iningizimu Afrika yona iyayazi ngo-2010 eTrinidad and Tobago ubheke nje le shoti zama ke ekude kodwa ke ibhola ke lakhe Tantamo liphelela ke ezandleni ke zika goalkeeper ngo-2020 eTrinidad and Tobago. South Africa yangena ke okokuqala nqa kuyona ke imidlalo yendebe yomhlaba. Babuya futhi ke ngo-2018 emidlalo ke iyayisila phana ke Uruguay. Kodwa ke yombili ke lezi noma ke kuona ke omabili ke lawo ma tournament iqembu ke laseningizimu Afrika lenzanga ke kahle ngoba baphuma ke kuona ke ama group stages. Angazi ke ukuthi ke inhloboni ke yamakhokho le ngempela ke le egqokwe uyena lapha ke asese ana asibone nje lapha ke boxini nalithoba lapha laphakusi nethi awani Ethiopia anothi eSouth Africa awundemu uTulu omdlali ke ngempela oyingozi ngomdlalo odlule lapha ke second round ngesikhathi bedlala ke nayo ke lapha ke Uganda walishaya igoli omdlalo waphela ke ngo-1-1 obheke nje ugoalkeeper esala ngikhuluma ke ngaye ke la uBridget Khomotso umsimango goalkeeper ke walo ke iqembu ke laseningizimu Afrika yabuya futhi ke lapha ke Ethiopia. Tulu ngempela ke uyingozi nangu futhi uyabuya manje ungakwesokudla awukadiwe kodwa ke manje ukhathwe untshantshi ophahla yayinhle itouch walithatha walibeka phansi kamnandi. Ngikhuluma ngoGugu Dlamini 16 years ogijima ke kuona ke ama-taxi naso ke isiqiniseko one-Ethiopia nothi iningizimu Afrika. Namhlanje ke umqeqeshi Simphiwe Dludlu oshilo ukuthi iqembu elisha sha leli ke yahlanganisile bonke ke abadlali bakhe bayaqala ke ukudlala ke kulona ke iqenji lesizwe. Akusho ukuthi ke ngempela osobanzima ngoba ke leqembu ke lase-Ethiopia lona umqeqeshi zincane nje inguquko azenzile eqenjini ke ebedlala ke ku-second round ngesikhathi ke bedlala ke nayo ke i-Uganda. Abakadli bakhe abayingozi ubagcinile phambili no-goalkeeper awuvimba kahle kakhulu futhi ke u-Adibo afa 15 years nje kuphela akhona ke laphana ke emuva ke emapalini. Daniela Segali 17 years asibonga konke omzobe udlala ke eThekwini ilindelani ladies eyayikhona ke laphana ke ma-Sasol Championships eThekwini badlala futhi baphuma ke ku-number 3 wayekhona futhi ke wayeyinsika yeqembu lakhe laphana ke ilindelani asibonga konke mzobe namhlanje ke ubekwe laphana ke eswini ukuthi ke enze ke izinto ke zenzeke kulona ke iqembu ke layo ke iningizimu Afrika. Njengoba ke sengishilo ukuthi ke iEthiopia ifike kanjani lapha njengoba ke kuyi-third round le iningizimu Afrika ayidlalanga laphana ke kuyona ke i-second round ngoba ke kwakufanele ke badlale ke neKenya kodwa ke iKenya FIFA ke yase ke imisa emidlalweni ke yayo international football. Lokho kusho ukuthi ke iSouth Africa yathola ke iwalkover okuyinto ke emkhalisile futhi ke umqeqeshi ukuthi Ngikhuluma ngoSimphiwe Dludlu ukuthi abanye babuka bakujabulele lokho kodwa yena akungijabulisi ngoba iqembu lakhe liyadinga ukuthi ke lidlale alibone ukuthi likweliphi ke izinga nesimo. Namhlanje ke bathola ke i-test ngempela Daniel Segal Dlamini sala phansi uDlamini yakhuza uNompempe. Oyakhuza uNompempe free kick. Thola ke iyona ke iningizimu Afrika dlala kahle kakhulu uDlamini. Basusa ngempela endleleni yakhe. Onesibindi uyambona nje ukuthi ke ubeyazi ke into ka ayenzayo. Ajibo afa. Goalkeeper asibone nje ukuthi ke ugoalkeeper njengoba ke elungisa ke udonga lwakhe. Abane ke laphana ke odongeni. Othi ke ngifuna ke babebane bayayiphakamisa phuma ke phezulu kwamapali ibe yinhle yona ayibe yinhle ke yona ke ibhola ke layo ke lapha Daniel Segali lase ke liphuma ke kude ke namapali yabona ke njengoba ke manje sila kuyona ke i-third round amagoli ke aseshayiwe leli nje elingenayo elika 46 emdlalweni ke wes13 lo ngoba ke size kulomdlalo ewu45 amagoli ke ashayiwe akusho ukuthi ke manje sengene ke elinye ngakwesokunxele aSamuel Basa kodwa ke liyonakala ibhola labo baphinda balimosha yawucontrola manje ke umdlalo yona ke Ethiopia Alimuzi Hussein oyabathathela Segal Mzobe phasa kahle uMzobe anikeza uMibe uyadlula uMibe uyalibiza uSegal kodwa akaphasi uMzobe noma ke uMibe akapteni dlala kahle kakhulu ukapteni ngokhona ke umdlali ke ohlezi phansi owakhona ke laphana ke eEthiopia Nompempe uyababiza ke abosizo ke elokuqala ukuthi ke bazombheka njengoba ke sikuyona ke le round amagoli 46 lele silibonayo kanti ke umgadli noma ke umdlali ke ohamba phambili naku la elimale khona yena ke Shanko umdlali ke ohamba phambili ngamagoli ubuya laphana ke eTanzania ngikhuluma ke ngoClara Luvanga onamagoli ke amahlanu amagoli ke awashayeke ngesikhathi bedlala lapha nayo ke iTanzania beshaya 7-0 ekhaya bayishaya 4-0 ekhambeni kanti ke abanye mathathu ke amagoli kuyena ke lapha Samura waseGuinea kokhona noOyemi waseNigeria Aisha Juma Tanzania noPoli 10-20 minutes ebhodini on Ethiopia and not South Africa.
We all knew she'll be the danger for the Ethiopians, and South Africa allowed her space and time in the penalty area, and she duly punished them. Everything has been said about her as the future of Ethiopian women football, and she showed exactly why she's having so much praise in her country. Mibe now for South Africa, near side of the field, making a run, going forward, and coming across to get the ball away very, very well, so I've got to say. It is the Ethiopian captain, Mezared Mamo Walde, gets the ball away. South Africa trailing at home by 1-0. These away goals are very important in these qualifiers, by the way. They're playing football for Gideon Dila, team that used to be coached by the current coach of this team at the moment for the Ethiopians. We are sitting in the first half of this match. The Ethiopians are on the money, leading here by 1-0 against South Africa in South Africa. Big game it is indeed for them today. Okay, the ball on the far side of the field now coming through. Will be taken by the captain. Long ball forward. As they get it back this time. Near side of the field now for the Ethiopians. Played short here by Jalal. Ball played in. Run we made near side of the field. Here she goes forward again. When Demu gets there. Brings the ball near side of the field. Collected again. And no chance, I'm going to say. Sifila Jalal just trying to get the ball and placing it back again to the penalty area. But eventually lost out the Ethiopians. Mibe for South Africa. Poked away from a hurried as she got the ball back. Sabia Fikivile. Near side of the field again. Ball played in towards Adane Belihu. Collected by Segal. Given back by the South Africans again. Mibe cannot get the ball back. Goes out of play this time around. Scoreline at the moment, South Africa against Ethiopia. Ethiopia, the away team, leading by 1-0 against the South Africans. 1-0 the scoreline. Ethiopia leading by 1-0 against South Africa. So it'll be a very important goal going forward, as that is a goal scored on the road for the Ethiopians. Other matches that are taking place this weekend, by the way. Zambia against Cameroon. That game is currently on as well in Zambia. And tomorrow there are 3 matches. Burundi, Tanzania, and Niger against Morocco. Guinea taking on Ghana. On Sunday, Nigeria versus Egypt. The winner of this 2-leg match between South Africa and Ethiopia will take on the winner of the Egypt-Nigeria match in the 4th and final round of the qualifiers. Still a lot of work to be done going forward. Shot coming in from Mibe. And this one collected easily by the goalkeeper. So we see ball possession. Ethiopia slightly ahead of the South African counterpart. At the start of this match. A long ball forward. Lameni will not get there at all. See their shot on target for the Ethiopians too. And one of those has found the back of the net, has rattled the net so far in this encounter. 12 nations in total are playing here in the 3rd round. 6 will advance, 6 will pack their bags. Only 3 will advance to the World Cup proper. Ethiopia have their hand firmly on the ticket to the next round, if they can hold on here and do wonders at home as well. They are leading by 1-0 against South Africa. It was Erus with Demu's 2nd goal in his qualifiers. Semira Ame scored a goal as well as Imush Daniel. All have scored. Daniel is one that's wearing jersey number 8 for the Ethiopians. You can see them there just having a chat before. Continuous slight water break here. It's very hot. And the young lady's been allowed to hydrate once again. Posting through a dodo, having a moment to have a chat with the players before the game resumes. They have been shell-shocked at home at the moment. Ethiopia has scored first in South Africa. Against South Africa. This is so 27 minutes of football have come and gone here at the Bidvest Stadium between South Africa and Ethiopia. Another long ball sent forward. Pressure applied to the play on the ball. Good pressing game applied by the Ethiopians. Still 45 to be played in the second half. But as things stand at the moment, As things stands at the moment, South Africa are trailing by 1-0 against the Ethiopians. It's a long ball, penalty area again, South Africa. It's to clear a shot coming in this time around. Yerus, when Demu was there once again. To the near side, ball collected by Kifile. Gelau. On the far side of the field now, they have the ball back. Here comes Samuel Bassa. Playing the ball short this time, collected by Bekele. Still alive for the Ethiopians, twisting and turning. It is Daniel. Away from Daniel this time. South Africa laying the ball, nobody there. Easily collected by the Ethiopians. Once again. First half of this encounter. Trying to go forward and nothing wrong, says the referee. Get up. Wendemu. Gelau for the Ethiopians. Wendemu making a run near side. They picked it up and she does go forward. It is still Wendemu. Wendemu goes into the penalty area. Mibe has come up to help out. Mibe shoots too much of the ball. Daniel! And the ball just being blocked by the South African defender. Skating on thin ice, Mibe. And she was pulled all the way into the penalty area. Chance was in there for the Ethiopians to get their second goal. The two dangerous players combining in the penalty area. Here comes Bantwana. Matapo dispossessed. Mukhale for South Africa. Jafta standing by for the South Africans. Long ball trying to pick up Seagal. Intercepted easily. Mzobe's ball collected by Dlamini towards the far side for the South Africans. Bekele is in there. Daniel standing by. Whooped forward this time by South Africa. Cleared away. Mantando. Pasha. Ethiopia leading South Africa. Yeah. Gelau making a run forward. Looking for an early ball. Played in. And just nobody attacking that ball once it landed in the penalty area. Dlamini goes forward. Dlamini does get the ball. Dlamini turns. There's no support for Dlamini. Waits for support. Mibe arrives for the South Africans. Mibe tries one from range. And the goalkeeper gathers. 30 years come and go on Tulsile. 1-0. The Ethiopians in South Africa.
Igoli elikhulu ngempela elibalekile futhi ke kuyona ke Ethiopia njengoba ke idlala ekuhambeni iSouth Africa isazohamba eyibhakashele ke khona ke lapha eEthiopia. Yabona ke le goli abalithole ke la lizobasiza ngempela ke njengoba ke kusaqhutshekwa nayo ke imidlalo ke yokuhlungela nanke manje lapha asibone nje eboxini bekuyiphasi ke yakhe eDandabo ubuya nayo lapha ke Tulu ebhola eboxini lapha Yameqa futhi ke lapha Daniel Dondamo. Hayi maki kahle ke idefense yakhe uSimphiwe Dludlu. Kuningi ngempela ke okumele ke bakulungise. Ekakhulukazi ke kuleya defense. La kudlala khona ke yena ke Masabatha Matabo 14 years nje. Owayekhona ke lapha kuona futhi ke ama playoffs esasole eThekwini ebuya ke neqembu layo ke eShias eyase Free State khona ke noNtando uPhahla 16 years obuya kwiSunflower eqembu ke edlala kahle kakhulu ke lapha ke kwaZulu Natal khona ke noPortia Masilela othi ke Aaron model yakhe uyena ke umqeqeshi la uSimphiwe Dludlu bese kuba khona ke uGeneva Ajapta asibone nje lapha ke boxini ukuthi ke benze njani ke lapha eSegali eyavimba idefense ulimele ugoalkeeper sebenza lapha ke Meserati Mamo Walden captain ke walo ke iqembu ke lase Ethiopia ebhola elide lifuna uDlamini wathi ulivalela phakathi awusebenzile ugoalkeeper Ajibo Jafta awudlalela ke ES Academy khona ke laphana ke Ethiopia ubelivalela phakathi lebhola Agugu Dlamini ngiyayithanda iconfidence yakhe ifishi nje uyazi ukuthi njengoba ke ewumgadli umsebenzi wakhe omkhulu ukuthi ke ashaye ke igoli salimele ke ugoalkeeper bengikhuluma ke ngedefense yase South Africa khona ke no Geneva Jafta umdlali owazibonakalisa laphana ke eThekwini futhi kuma playoffs yeSasoli 15 years udlalela ke iVasco da Gama bagcina ke bewompetha anali igoli bekuyibhola ke elide elangena ngaphakathi eboxini walicontrola kamnandi laphana ke uWondemu wase ke elivalela ke phakathi bekhona ama defender amabili phambi kwakhe awuphahla noma silela awuyingozi ngempela ke uNdemu egoli ke lakhe lesibili ke kuyona ke lemidlalo yokuhlunga awusamncane nje 16 years kodwa uyalibona ikusasa ukuthi liqhakazile akuyena ke laphana ke uNdemu yabona ke lemidlalo ke yayo ke ukuhlungela ke World Cup imidlalo aye World Cup ka under 17 yabesifazane yaqala lapha ngo 2008 yayibanjelwe New Zealand leyo mdlalo ke yagcina ke inqotshwa iyona ke North Korea ishaya ke USA ngo 2010 Trinidad and Tobago South Korea yanqoba ishaya ke iJapan ngo 2012 lapha eAzerbaijan France iyona ke yaba ke ompetha ishaya ke North Korea 2014 lapha eCosta Rica eJapan ompetha beshaya ke iSpain esahamba ngo 2016 eJordan yabuya futhi ke iNorth Korea seyinqoba ke okwesibili eshaya ke iJapan eyayike yaba ke ompetha 2018 Uruguay eSpain beshaya ke iMexico ngo 2022 noma ke ngo 2020 imidlalo ke yase ke ihlehliswa ngenxa ke yeCovid-19 ingakho ke namhlanje ke sila mathathu ke nje kuphela ke amazwe akhona ke Africa azozibekela ke indawo akuyona ke lemidlalo ke ezobanjelwa ke eIndia South Africa iyafuna ukuzibona Jafta bayamthathela uJafta balibeka nje kwiposition yakhe ngakwesokunxele nanke manje edanambo elifake ke boxini kodwa ake uyasebenza ke laphana ke uphahla khona kick ethola enye ikhona kick Ethiopia ethwele kanzima iSouth Africa Samuel Basa othatha ke lekhona badlala ishot corner anikeza umshayi wegoli uWondemu waqeda lapha ke uWondemu eboxini nalithuba lapha ayikakasuki kodwa ke ingozi kodwa ke ibhola ke laseke liphumela ke ngaphandle goal kick kaMsimango ugoalkeeper owaseningizimu Afrika yabona ke njengoba ke lo mdlalo ke uqhubeka la eVethi omunye ke umdlalo ke okhona iCameroon idlala ke neZambia Burundi kusasa izodlala ke neTanzania Egypt isazodlala ke nayo ke iNigeria kusasa futhi omunye futhi ke umdlalo iGuinea neGhana bese kuthi ke iNiger edlale ke nayo ke laphana ke iMorocco Morocco ezobe ke ingosokhaya emidlalweni ke yayo ke Africa Women's Cup of Nations ngoJuly njengoba ke sazi ukuthi iqembu leBanyana Banyana lizobe ke lingelinye ke lamaqembu ke azobe khona Shanko nange dlala kahle ke laphana ke ngakwesokunxele manje imushi Daniel Itandamo cross uthi ifake boxini kuthiwa ikhona kick Corner kick iyothathwa Samuel Basa. Ngena ke yonke into kusala nje abathathu ngaphandle asibone nje leliya bhola oyalithatha goalkeeper Bridget Khomotso uzalwa ke laphana ke ethembisa odlalela ke iqembu iBlue Raycon kuthiwa ke sekukhona ke ne offside njengoba ke liphakeme ke iflag ngale ke ngakwesokudla kokhuzwa ke yena ke uGugu Dlamini ebenaye ke asanda Mchunu asuka ke eMaritzburg eMgungundlovu endaweni ke ebizwa ngokuthi ke ikaCaluza okubehambile ke neqembu eleyikole ke ebelilaphana ke eDRC elafike ke ladlala kahle awubheke nje ukuthi udlala kahle kanjani ke laphana ke Azize bamthathela kodwa kasaphasi ke Azize nange baqeda futhi ke naye ke lapha uMzobe ephasi kaMzobe yinhle kodwa yinde kakhulu bengisakutshela ke ngoAsanda Mchunu ukuthi obekhona ke eqenjini ke elahamba ke leyikole lonimela iNingizimu Afrika lapha eDRC bafike ke badlala bashawa ke kuyona ke ifinali bedliwa ke iMorocco asibone nje futhi ke ngakwesokunxele aSamuel Basa ebhola ke lide lifuna uDlamini anangu uDlamini kodwa kuthi uyaphusha oyaphusha yena ke uDlamini odinga isupport laphana ke phambili uDlamini oyabona nje ukuthi ngempela umdlali ke ozimisele afunayo ukuthi ke ashaye ke igoli ke yena ke uDlamini kodwa ke isupport ayifiki Azize Ethiopia uyabona nje iyawucontrol umdlalo awubheke nje ukuthi ke bashifta kanjani nje nenkundla akelawu bamthathela South Africa ikholelwa ke kulamabhola amade ke namhlanje kanti ke ngathi ke awavumi ubheke nje umshayi wegoli uNdemu oyaqeda uNdemu ayiskili isodwa amandla konke okufunayo uyakuthola la kuNdemu uBruno what a player.
One of those Ethiopians have spoken so much about now. South Africa the chance on the far side of the field. The ball is collected by the Ethiopians as they come back with it now going forward. Yes, he's on the ball again. Wendemu. Mibe for South Africa. Early ball towards Dlamini. Challenge there from Mokhale from behind, the referee says. Be given against that. It's very important in the middle of a park for the South Africans. See there Hussein. Place was trying to dispossess and the referee is not far from the action. So for today are coming from Namibia for today's match. Just a down here, middle of a park here by the Ethiopians. Daniel Dandamo, long ball forward, Dlamini making a run. Under pressure from Meseret Walde on the far side, and the ball eventually cleared out. Meseret Walde is 15 years of age from Sodo. A free ball for Amberiko FC in Ethiopia. He's the captain of his team. Long throw from Jafta. Connected here by Samuel Basa. Didn't beat Samuel Basa. 2013 when he had a chance to go to Ethiopia and actually had a wonderful time, I've got to say. Going to see the mountains and seeing and visiting the venue of the Lions. I've got to tell you, a very beautiful place, I've got to say, in Addis. took care of us throughout the time when we were there, when South Africa played Ethiopia in 2013. Now it's another good ball, played on the far side here, making a run going forward. Chance in here for Dandamo. Cut inside Dandamo, looking for support, cross played in! Away by the South Africans. Jafta standing by. In possession. Tunu making a run on the far side for South Africa. Cutting across there, it is Shego Shanko. So now Shego Shanko, also born in Addis Ababa. Played a football for St. George in Ethiopia. One of the changes they made in the last game when they played against the Uganda in a 1-0 draw in Ethiopia. At this level, Ethiopia and South Africa don't know each other very well, I've got to say. South Africa played a few teams from the east, by the way. Ugandas of this world, your Tanzania of this world at under 17 level. Chancey now, twisting and turning, looking for support. Try to go for a shot, easily intercepted. Near side now, Jalao's ball, collected again by Wandembu. Looking for the ball again, Wandembu. Cannot get to it, eventually cleared away. Every time they have the ball, they're looking for her to get to the ball. Or Dandamo, one of the two. Jalao. Near side of the field now. Azeze. To the near side, ball played in, going forward, Ethiopians. Looking for their second goal. It is Bassa's ball towards Wandemu. Wandemu's ball. Chance in for a shot. South Africa does well to get the ball back. They are toying with the South Africans, the Ethiopians at the moment. Now, chance from Tunu on the far side. Isolated Tunu. Feels he was fouled. The referee say nothing wrong, get up. Mezaret Wame, Mamo Walde. Ball collected here by Shanko. To the far side for Bassa. Again on the far side of the field for the Ethiopians. Still in possession this time. Patient build-up from the back. Patient build-up continuously for the Ethiopians. Long ball played in. Easily collected by the goalkeeper. It's a very new team for South Africa at this level. Dlamini. Still Dlamini going. Dlamini tries one. And the goalkeeper equal to the task, collecting the ball right on the line. So Dlamini has tried a few of those so far. Gugu Angel Dlamini, 16 years of age. Born in Davidson in Ekurhuleni, young player. Playing for Tuks FC at the moment. Studies, and it's a grade 9 pupil there as well. 2021 most improved player and the awards. So these are all the new players. Don't forget anybody in studio, we do have Oli Zondo alongside Pumuzo Manenji as well as Doria Brown to dissect the first half for South Africa. If Ethiopia holds on and walks away with a win here, they will do everything in their power to hold on, I've got to say. So long ball sent by South Africa near side of the field. So Matapo's ball goes out and will be a throw-in again to the South Africans. It's tough to play in Addis. Breathing will be a problem for the South Africans. Altitude will play a huge role for the Ethiopians when they will be at home. This is nothing when they're playing in Johannesburg. Here they are on the far side of the field as they march on forward. Bekele intercepted here. South Africa, long ball towards Dlamini in the penalty area. Good defense coming across. Captain fantastic so far, I've got to say. She hasn't put a foot wrong. She has done everything perfect for the Ethiopians here today. And they walk into the...
asikwamkele ke futhi ke mbukeli esombeni ke esesibili umdlalo wokuhlungela ke iyona ke indebe yomhlaba ezobanjelwa ke South Africa eyeke lapha ke Kefini ilandela ke ngemuva njengoba ke sibona uDlamini elwa ethi ke awuthi ke esivele nje sihlasele zisuka nje esombeni ke esesibili baye Kefini belandele emuva ngegoli ke elilodwa eqandeni egoli ke elishawe ke uyena laphana uNdemu umdlali ke obeke nesombe ke esihle ngempela ke esoqala emhlalo ke iyokuhlungela asibone nje eboxini uyena futhi ke uDlamini lapha ebhola ke liphelela ke ezandleni ke zakhe echibo afa goalkeeper ke wakhona ke eEthiopia amalihlono lo mibe wasephasa kabi waphasela izitha abalithatha banikeza Samuel Basa ejubane captain wase South Africa oMokhale ebhola ke elaseke elonakala uyabona ke selokhu ke yasungulwa ke lemidlalo ke yayo ke iWorld Cup go 2018 elizwekazi ke elase Africa eselimele ke amazwe ke ayisithupha iGhana ke iyona ke eseyidlale kuwona ke wonke ama World Cup njengoba ke ngo 2012 ba qeda ke laphana ke kuyona ke ibronze third place akati ke ngo 2014 2016 nango 2018 baphuma ke kuwona ke ama quarter final kanti ke ngo 2008 nango 2010 baphuma ke kuma group stages eNigeria emva kwabo iyona ke seyidlale ke akwazi ke kwaba ke ka5 2008 2016 abaphuma ke kuona ke ama quarter finals kanti ke laphana ke iyona ke iSouth Africa njengoba ke isaye kabili iyafana ke nayo ke iCameroon abo babili baye ngo 20 lapha ngo 2018 anango 2010 anoma ke iCameroon yeke ngo 2016 amanye ke amazwe esibala ke oZambia anoGambia abaya ke ngo 2012 2014 anango futhi ke laphana ke uNdemu engena ke eboxini ithola ikhona kick eEthiopia eyoqala esombeni esesibili antando phahla evimba ukuthi ke amanzi angangena endlini oyithatha yena ke lekhona kick eyerusi uNdemu efuna amakhanda eboxini kodwa eyavimba South Africa Daniela Segal oyaliveza nange liveza kamnandi ke laphana ke uDlamini kodwa iphasi yakhe engemuva lesala ke engemuva
Loading.
South Africa nayi futhi eyancenga bafuna ke manje asanda Mchunu Mchunu nangelifaka eboxini ufuna uDlamini unejubane kodwa kanayo isupport uDlamini nangebuya futhi uMchunu offside akabange esaba enyakaza ke laphana ke eduze kwalayini yena ke uDlamini ingaleyo ndlela othiwa ke use offside benchi liyanyakaza manje kuthiwa ke akadlale ke captain Meserete Mamo Wolde odlalela ke iqembu iGideon Odila khona ke laphana ke eEthiopia nangelishiya ke naye Daniel Edandamo oyavimba chapter chapter odlale kahle kakhulu eThekwini kuma-Sasol Championship baze ke banqoba ke baba ke ngompetha lokho kuchaza ukuthi kule season bazobe ke bedlala kuyona ke iHollywood Bets Super League iyona ke iVasco da Gama yase Cape Town. Asibone futhi ke ngakwesokudla inhle leya cross kodwa ke ugoalkeeper oyalithatha omunye ke umdlali owayegqamile ngempela ke uJafta edlala kahle kakhulu nomunye futhi Amike Minizi emva kwalokho wasayinwa iqembu ke layo ke iMamelodi Sundowns ladies. Awumike omunye ke owaba ke namagoli amaningi 7 goals ke kuyona ke leyo tournament. Uyabona ke njengoba ke dlala ke njenge right back uJafta othi ke umdlali ke amthandayo Alexander Arnold right back iyayo ke iLiverpool athi sibone nje ukuthi awenze njani ke manje asanda mchunu captain oyayiphasa ushintsha inkundla ucaptain abanikeza manje Mibe oyaligoba Mibe leli bhola ke alindawo nje oyalithatha ayena Afa Academy ilona ke iqembu lakhe iS Academy adlalelayo ke laphana ke eEthiopia. Captain Amama Holde oyabathathela manje eDaniela Sigal nange libeka phansi ngesifuba Daniel Dandamo wayiphasa yena ke Danamo unikeza Abikele ebhola ke laseke elonakala layo ke iEthiopia. Omile ngenyawo ke umqeqeshi walo ke iqembu lesizwe laseningizimu Afrika Simphiwe Dludlu owaye ukapteni ke weqembu ke layo ke iBanyana awaretire ke esedlale ke 63 games. Oyena futhi ke wayeqeqesha under 17 ngesikhathi laphana ke Uruguay akuyona ke imidlalo ke yendebe ke yomhlaba base ke beshawa ke kuona ke ama group stages. Awumangabe ke kwazile ukuthi ke aphinda lithathe leqembu alibeke futhi ke indawo indebe yomhlaba oyobe qhubeka ke noqopha umlando ngempela ke yena ke uDludlu ephasedle ikaMzobe awuyavimba captain eyerusi uNdemu oyabathathela manje Hussein Atandamo oyadlula Tandamo khona yayo ke iEthiopia. Ojafta uyena kade vimba ke laphana ke ngakwesokudla isikhathi sokuthi alungise uDonga alungise ke idefense yakhe laphana ke uMsimango yaphakanyiswa ke leya khona uyavimba lapha asikali bazama ukushaya ke bekude ibhola ke labo ke liphuma ke phezulu kwamapali. Alukho ke ushintsho ke esilibonile kuona ke womabili ke amaqembu njengoba ke sibuya ke kusona ke isombe ke esokuqala abuye njengoba ke enjalo umqeqeshi ke waseEthiopia uthi akukho ke obonakele vele ke samba phambili anoDludlu uthi ke legole elodwa nathi sisangakwazi ukuthi ke sithole elethu ngabo ke labadlali abakhona ke enkundleni kodwa bheke nje balinokha kanjani ke abase-Ethiopia ebikele wadlula ubikele kodwa ke baseke bemhlanganyela nali manje ibhola lide lifuna uDlamini ongena support oyedwa nje yabona indlela adlala kahle ngakhona uGugu Dlamini okube isupport iyafika ngabe ke sikhuluma ngempela ke okunye benza inguquko abakhona ke laphana ke eEthiopia. Semira Ahmed uyangena bayamkhipha manje yena ke Alimuzi Hussein Semira Akediri Ahmed olunye ke ushintsho olwenziwa ke ibona ke abalaphana ke Ethiopia njengoba ke behamba phambili 10 minutes osodlaliwe sombeni ke esesibili alukho ke oluningi ke esingakhuluma ngalo Ethiopia Bruno iyona nje eyaqhubeka iyayicindezela iningizimu Afrika.
It's a chance here now for Dlamini. It's indeed very interesting to the way they're playing at the moment, South Africa, because Ethiopia knows they walk away victorious. It is good news for them going forward. South Africa cannot afford to sit back. They need to get the goals, especially given the fact that Ethiopia just introduced one of the goal scorers so far. It's on the back of the net when they played that game against Uganda. That is Semira Kedir Ahimet, one of the goal scorers for them so far in these qualifiers, just been introduced now, alongside Kasa Kebede rather, on in Giro Dila and Agonda respectively. Just been introduced here by the Ethiopians. So when you talk about South Africa, you're talking about the team of 2010 for South Africa that went to the World Cup. Now a mistake by the goalkeeper! It is over the line, is it? And Ethiopia completes it! It does not rain but pours for South Africa. Ball played back towards her and she did not watch it at all. And South Africa have gifted Ethiopia a goal here in the second half of this game. What a debut. Goodness me. That's a ball played in back towards her. So a teammate plays the ball back to her, but it looks like it is away from her and easily converted and finished off by the Ethiopians. There's the ball played in. Used the wrong foot. She used the wrong foot. The left foot was the one she was supposed to have used, but she used the right foot. And she has gifted the Ethiopian the ball. Too casual. She will land going forward. And now one of the goal scorers has scored again in this tournament. Homoto Simango. What was she doing? Emus Daniel Dandamo has made it 2-0 to the Ethiopians. 2-0 Ethiopia leading against South Africa. So at the moment, Ethiopia are on the pawn seat. They've scored 2 away goals against South Africa. It's going to be a huge mountain to climb going forward, unless they find the goals here before going. He's been vocal. Ever since he arrived here, he's been forever vocal. I mean, he travels the national team every time they come to South Africa. You know, when South Africa played against the senior men for the World Cup qualifiers, he was there. Leader of the pack every time. Here comes Ahmed playing the ball towards the near side of the field. Play short again now. They've got their tail feathers up a bit, Ethiopia, at the moment. Long ball forward. Dlamini brings the ball down. Near side ball playing Mkunu in possession. Connected again by Chafta. Keeps the ball in play for the South Africans. So back again to the goalkeeper. Long ball collected Mukhale, middle of the park for South Africa. Mzobe to Mukhale, Mukhale back to Mzobe. Shows too much of the ball. Ethiopia gets it back. Forward they go again, Ethiopia. Intercepted by Bantwana for South Africa. Collected again by the Ethiopians. South Africa are unable to hold on. Chance in for a cross and a tackle and a free kick given by the referee. Going down on the far side of the field for the Ethiopians. It is Ayorus Wondemutulu. So both Emush, Daniel, Dandamo have scored 2 goals in his qualifiers in 3 matches. South Africa now have to dig deep and fight back in this match. So I'll tell you a story about the players who were there in the 2010 World Cup. We'll chat about that. Let's have a look at this. Set piece given on the far side of the field now for the Ethiopians. Lining it up. 4 players, 5 players to aim for. Long ball in, chance in for goal number 3. Drop shot. Wundemu was there. Away this time, South Africa. Seagull gets there, but away easily by the Ethiopians. Throw in South Africa, near side of the field. Was Shego Shanko who should clear the ball. So in 2010, the team that represented South Africa were coached by Soli Lubengo. And the 17 women's team for South Africa in the 2010 World Cup in Trinidad and Tobago. Kelso Peskin was one of the players. Kaylin Swart was there. Rachel Sebati was there. Robin Moodley. Shiwe Nongwanya was there. Jermaine Soposenwe was there as well. So that is the coach of South Africa, Simpiwe Dlodu. All the work has been undone here by silly mistakes by the players. Toon has gone down. Nomvula Khwale, who's currently part of the Banyana team, was there as well. So these are the Ethiopian fans that are watching from the stands at the moment. Jablile Mazibugu amongst those as well. Played in the 2010 World Cup for the under-17s for South Africa. That's what happens. Clash of heads between the 2 players. 2018 team. Katie Van Vogel was there. Donatemba Mhlongo was there. Spulele Holweni, Jessica Wade, Karabo Dlamini, Oratile Mukwena, Mitch Minis, as well as Figile Makama were all part of the team in 2018, coached by Simpiwe Dlodu in Uruguay. Ball stolen, South Africa played forward. The man was coming from an offside position. She does get there. She will surely be judged to have been offside. The ball has been kicked out by the Ethiopians. So there's the man in charge of the Ethiopian team. Some of the players that are playing, in fact, it's the players that are playing here at the moment. We're going to talk about those that are coming from Dila, a team that he coached previously. And he's the head coach and is watching on at the moment. Things are looking good. So brought some players from Dila. He's come up with them to this team. You can see the telepathy. They combine so well. Silela's ball, straight pass. Let it again, sent forward this time. Dlamini comes back, she's offside. South Africa, nations who have come to South Africa and won matches against South Africa in these qualifiers. We're going to talk about the Cameroonians in 2008. This is part of the Safa Begrum staff here that are watching on. These are the players that never made a card, by the way. See Vincent at the bottom there. Lalo, one of those that's watching at the moment for the South Africans. So sort of COO is here, by the way, Lydia. Nyapao is among those that are watching from the stands for today's match. Former Banyana player herself. Seagull. Perfectly collected and poised for the goalkeeper. So see there, that is Andile Dlamini. She's from Pumulong. The goalkeeper for South Africa is also from the part in Tembisa. And the goalkeeper calls Andile Dlamini a role model. And a mistake! Oh! Almost caught out there for goal number 3. That defense needs to come down. Truly, they say when you're watching a football game, you cannot have the same mistake coming one after the other in one game. Something has to give.
Iphutha emva kwephutha ku goalkeeper waseningizimu Afrika Bridget la uMsimango ngempela uyasikaza ukuthi uyaphuma epalini aphinda hlehle njengoba ke Ethiopia icishe ithola egoli lesithathu belizoqeda ngempela ke ngayo ke iSouth Africa lavele lasukuma lonke ibhenji naye ke laphana ke umqeqeshi usami ke ngenyawo abayayincenga manje esikali bayamthathela kodwa anang manje ekhasa Kibede abekele ngakwesokunxele abayayithinta nje abayo ke laphana ke iEthiopia akungena nje ekhona manje ke yena lapha Semira Kedir nanke manje asibone ukuthi uyakwazi ukuthi adlule kodwa ke adluleki asanda amkhunu nayi ibuya futhi ke lapha eEthiopia ngakwesokunxele asibone nje futhi ke umshayi wegoli athandamo kodwa umsebenzi omuhle ikakasuka ingozi yabona manje sebembonile ukuthi ugoalkeeper onamaphutha bamshaye kude goalkeeper bamshaya ke ekude abakhona ke laphana ke eEthiopia anali ke le goli noma ke lephuthe lenziwe ukeeper waphuma epalini wasikaza awambona ke laphana ke uKibede ukuthi akekho yazama ke iyona ke iSouth Africa kodwa ke ugoalkeeper muhle lapha epalini afa bafuna ukwenza ushintsho manje ke abayo ke iSouth Africa a chapter onompempe ke uyakhuza Ayanda Mkhize oyaphuma manje lapha uDaniela Asigali oshintsho ke eloqala olwenziwa oyena ke laphana ke uSimpiwe Dludlu